Okay, here we go. Hello, Mark and Sue. You just fix the camera. Okay, we're off to the races. Make sure you've muted. Gonna come all the way to the back of the mat. You're gonna take a nice big deep breath and just keep the arms parallel to the floor with your palms facing up. And then you're gonna try to move them back and forward a little. It's like a couple of inches each way. You're really trying to pull the arms out there to touch both sides of your room and then give them a little bit of movement. Pinching the shoulder blades behind you. And then just relax them. Send the shoulders up, down. So you really feel the shoulder blades pulling towards the earth. Try that again. Lift them up, send them back and down. It's kind of like flossing the shoulder blades. Should feel good. And let's take the feet hip width apart, maybe even a little bit wider. And then with the shoulders staying back and down, you're going to turn your head all the way to the right. And then all the way to the left. And you're just kind of going nice and slow. Build on your range. And now with your neck neutral, I want you to try to sort of make a double chin and then lower the head down. Just let it hang out there for a sec. Should feel a nice stretch right in the middle part of the upper back. And then lift the head back up again. Do it again. Tuck in the chin, so you got that double chin action going, and then lower the head. So even by your second rep, it should feel a little looser, right? And then come back up, and we'll do it one more time. Tuck it in, lower it. And then lift it back up. Now, do the same thing. Turn your head all the way to the right. Hopefully it feels a little better than the first time you did it. Go left. And then oscillate. Just side to side a few more times. Nice. Now make a fist. Thumbs up, send the elbows back. You're going to take your feet wide to the edges of the mat, and you're going to fold down halfway. And then come back up. And do it again. When you fold down, I want you to keep those elbows nice and high in the back. It should feel like a little bit of work for that thoracic spine of yours. Do two more. See if you can build a little bit more range. Take it as low as you can on the last one. And then come back up. Bring the feet back in. Hip width apart. Big deep breath. Reach the arms nice and long. And take them as high as you can get them. And then swan dive it all the way down slowly. Once you get down, roll it up one vertebrae at a time. And do the same thing again. Big reach, nice long arms. Big exhalation, send the hips back, weight into the heels, and then let it all hang out at the bottom. Roll it up slowly. Retract your shoulders when you're coming up. Now, one more time, big breath. And then big exhalation down. This time I'm going to have you inhale and extend to a flat back. And then reverse it and come back up. Reach for the ceiling. Now you're going to go up and over to the left. And then up and over to the right. And then back center and swan dive down. Inhale, extend. Come back up. Now take the elbows to the height of the shoulder and then try to pull the elbows back. Have your hands face forward and then lower the palms and then lift. Just kind of warming up your shoulders a little bit here. So you want to really try to squeeze the shoulder blades together in the back when you do this and keep the elbows up. And go as slow as you need to focus on doing it correctly, right? We're going to do a few more. And if you have range of motion to take the hand further down, by all means do it. Last one, and then relax. Nice little sway. Okay, so we're going to stretch out the back of the legs and we're going to work our thoracic spine at the same time. So I want you to kickstand the right foot so you're on your toes. Send the elbows back so you feel that really big contraction of those muscles back there. And then I want you to fold down slowly. So think about trying to put as much weight into your left leg as is possible, and then slowly bring it back up. So you're stretching out that left glute and upper hammy. The toes on the right foot are really just there to help you with balance. I don't want you to weight into them unless you must. And we have not forgotten about that thoracic spine. So you're really pushing those elbows back as much as possible as you work the leg. Now, when you're unhinging and you're coming back up, I want you to try to weight as much as you can into the back of that left foot. Like you're almost pushing that heel into the floor to come back up. We're going to do one more. Okay, both feet on the floor. Nice little sway. Relax the arms. Now we're going to do the opposite foot. So let's kickstand the left foot. You're weighting everything on that right leg. Send the elbows back. Give me a really big, proud chest. And then you're coming down slowly. Now, I have not mentioned the belly yet this morning. So I want you to focus on pulling it in and keeping those muscles working the whole class. So contract them. Like if I was going to punch you in the stomach, you would make those muscles ready to accept it. That's what I'm talking about. Keep those elbows as high as you can. And most of your weight is on that right leg, correct? Yes. We're going to go down to the mat shortly and do some nice cat-cows to give our back a little bit of a break. So crush these last two. Final one. Elbows a little higher. Okay, relax. Send the shoulders up, back, and down. A couple more times. That's a lot of work for your back. Good for you. Okay, big deep breath. We're taking it down to the floor. You're going to walk it out to a plank. And then we're going to soften the knees. Bring your wrists under the shoulders and give me 10 cat-cows at your own pace. So I want you to shift the hips from front to back a little bit, bring some movement. This is a nice feel-good stretch moment. The only thing you're focusing on pulling in is that belly. Try to create space between those shoulder blades. So you're really pressing away from the floor to get that. and your head relaxes, so you just look between the legs. Tuck your chin when you're flexing the spine. Maybe try sending the hips even farther back. And then float it back forward for the last few. Okay, so now I want you to take your hands to the front corners of your mat or close. So you've got pretty good distance between them. Send the hips back just to hover over the heels. And this is all about keeping your neck long and your chest going down towards the floor. So nice side body stretch going on here. Okay, bring it back up onto all fours. I want you to send your left arm forward and the right leg backwards. And then bring the knee and elbow to meet in the middle. I want you to flex the spine and then extend back out nice and long. Do it 2 more times. Get that knee up so you feel your side body, your core. And now we'll switch and do the same thing on the opposite side. Right arm forward, left leg back, knee and elbow connect, tuck your chin, and then you extend out long again. And back to all fours. Keep the toes tucked under. We're going to elevate the knees. And now you're going to shift your body weight forward and then send it backwards. Whatever range of motion works for you. We're going to do this 5 times, forward and back. And now take it to a small downward facing dog. Try to get your heels on the floor and the legs straight. So think about pushing the back of the knees towards the back of the room. Walk the hands back to the feet. Extend the spine. Send the hips back, walk the hands forward. Get a little tug of war going on here as you take 2 big deep breaths. And now reverse it, come all the way back up and reach for the ceiling. And then relax. Nice. Okay, a little balance challenge. Let's put our hands on our waist. We're going to start with our left leg. So you have options. You can always get a chair to hold on to. That's one option. You can keep the toes down here just in case you need them. Or we can take the foot and bring it up inside the leg. And it can be low down by the ankle or up. Whatever floats your boat. You just want to challenge that balance. And bring your hands to heart. But if you need your arms to help you, extend them. Makes it a little bit easier. So ideally, 30 seconds of balance on each leg a couple of times a day. Really good for us. You can do this when you're in the grocery line. People will stare at you, but who cares? It's all about your body, right? Okay, I would say that's probably been about 30 seconds. So let's take that foot down. Plant those feet hip width apart. Take a nice big deep breath. Try to lift the shoulders up and try to get tall from the top of the head. So you also feel kind of a stretch around your hips. Everything is reaching up. And then relax. Now you're going to kickstand the left foot. And then we have options, right? Take it low, take it high, keep it down. You just want to be balancing mostly on that right leg. So the easiest way to focus on balance is to just find something and stare at it, something out on the floor, whoops, in front of you, whatever you can find on your floor. And then take that foot back down. Feet are hip width apart. Give me a nice big deep breath. Reach the arms wide this time, like you're making the letter Y out of your body. So you're trying to lift and pull these arms apart. Now see if you can move the arms a little further back. You want to sort of tuck your chin like you're trying to make a double chin, just to keep your neck in the right place. And then we're going to relax and fold it all the way down, completely unweighting your upper body. I want you to cross the arms and hang out here for 5 deep breaths. You've got nothing holding the head up or the torso, just let it hang. Okay, release the arms, roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. And you're at the back of your mat. Hands to heart. We're going to take a nice big step forward with our left foot. I want you to go big on this step. Whatever you can do. Now give me a nice high heel in the back. And if you ever feel compression in your lower back when you're in this position, all you need to do is lean forward a little bit. But if it feels okay to be here with the shoulders over the hips, great. And then we send the arms up. So you're getting a nice stretch in that right hip flexor. Now take that right heel and see if you can lower it towards the floor. And I want you to give me a slight forward lean as you do that. So now I'm leaning forward and my heel is pressing towards the floor. So you're stretching out the calf muscle. Now let's give the upper body a little break. Bring your hands to heart. And we're going to work on spinal rotation. So both shoulders are going to go left. You're still enjoying that nice calf stretch on that back foot. And then bring the shoulders square to the front. And then go the opposite way. You're leaning forward. It's a little bit of a balance challenge, but you got this. Rotate to the left again. And then to the right again. Come back square. Now we're going to take the hands down to the floor. You're going to step back, meet me in your high plank. Hold the high plank as you breathe. Pick your left foot up. Little higher. Now put it down and meet me in your downward facing dog. Driving both heels towards the floor. pushing the back of the knees to the back of the room. Now float it back to plank. I want you high on the tippy toes. Pick up the right leg. Please don't let your shoulders pull back. You want them over the wrists. Pick up that leg a little higher. Put it down, meet me in downward facing dog. Walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Send the hips as far back as you can, and then extend the spine. Come all the way back up and reach for the ceiling. When your arms are here, I want you to be able to see them in your peripheral vision. Hands to heart. We're going to step forward really big now with this right foot. Go for it. Let's get that heel up nice and high in the back. So we've got a nice stretch going on right here on that left hip flexor. You can lift the arms up. So we're going to add a little forward lean as we slowly lower the heel in the back. And you're going to bring your arms in. Fold a little more forward. So give me a bigger lean and then start rotating right first. Nice and slow, both shoulders. So you should really feel the outside of the hip. And now when you rotate the other way, you're going to feel more on the inside. And then just kind of keep going back and forth. Lots of control here. Don't go quickly. Now with that forward lean, I just want you to take one big step forward with your back foot. So you're going to find yourself at the front of your mat. Keep the palms and the fingers interconnected. You're going to flip them and reach them up. Go up and over to one side and then the other. Nice. Bring your hands to heart. Fold down halfway with your belly in. Feet are hip width apart. Send the right arm forward and take the hips and try to move them back. So you got all your weight in the heels. Then send the left arm forward. So you got a big reach going on. Hands to heart. Come back up. Nice. Okay, pyramid stretch. So we're going to take the right foot, step it backwards, and you're going to have both legs straight. Now, if you can create a little more distance, maybe inch your front foot forward a bit, while you still keep the heel in the back on the floor, do it. Here's the other way to advance this move. If you can take this front leg, step it in a little to the right, creating a little bit of a balance challenge, why wouldn't you want to do that? Hands to heart. Keep your spine long. Start to fold forward. When you're most of the way down, I just want you to hold there. So you have not rounded your back. We're just going to hold on this spot. Now, if you feel your toes grabbing at the floor, let them go. Try to relax. Okay, now we're going to take our hands to whatever you can reach. Flex your spine, relax the head. So you're just kind of folding over the front leg. Chilling out. Hips are nice and square. So you're here for 3 more big, deep breaths. Really puff out those ribs. Okay, from here, extend the spine, put your hands on your shin. So now you've got no more flexion in the spine. We're going to hold here just for a breath or two. Now take your hands above the knee and bend into your left leg. Step your right leg a little further back. So right now you should be feeling quite a bit of work going into this left leg. We're just going to hold here. If you want to make it harder, send the arms out in front. Just take a couple of breaths, and then we're going to meet down on the floor in a high plank. Okay, palms down, step it back. You're in your plank. Just hold and breathe. Now you can shift your body weight to the right and then shift it to the left. It's not a big move, but it's something. And now meet me in a downward facing dog. And you're going to walk your feet forward to your hands and extend the spine. Reverse it, come all the way back up, reach for the ceiling, hands to heart. Now we step the left leg back. So explore. Try to get a little edgy with this. Playing it safe all the time doesn't really get us out of our comfort zone. So if you can take that front foot and walk it left a bit, great idea. Now you're going to start your fold. You can have your hands at your heart. If you need a little help with balance, you can extend the arms out to the side, sort of like an airplane wings. You got options, but we're going to hold here with our spine long. Make sure you feel that nice big pull right through the glute. Now let's start to lower and flex the spine, relax the head. You've completely folded over that leg. Keeping them both straight and both heels down. Okay, so let's extend the spine and get our hands back on our shin. So no more flexion. If it's easier for you to hold above the knee, go for it. Now, hands to heart, you're going to bend this right leg. So you got a big forward lean. The minute you bent that leg, you should feel a lot more workload coming into that right leg. Don't sink into the hip. And if you want to challenge this, the arms come forward. Nice long arms, reaching to touch the front of the room. Okay, let's take our hands down. Meet me back in that plank. Now I'm going to have you lower your right knee to the middle of the mat and kickstand that right foot. So you got your toes tucked under. Right hand moves to the middle of the mat, so it lines up with the knee, and then open the body to face the left side of the room. Kneeling side plank. Lift your left arm straight up towards the ceiling. Get it nice and long. And then here's the first challenge. You pick your back leg up off the floor. See if you can lift it so it's parallel to the floor. If you need a towel under that right knee, go for it. Now you're going to put the foot back down. Next challenge is to step the right leg back if you can. And now put that knee back down, put the hand back down. Meet me in a child's pose of your choice. Okay, boy, that felt good. Meet me back in the plank. We're going to do kneeling side plank facing the opposite way. So left knee to the middle of the mat, kicks down the left foot, left hand moves in, sweep the right arm up. If you're ready to challenge yourself a little more here, back leg lifts. Keep it long. I'd like it straight. I'd like it a little higher. Put the foot down. When you're ready, step your other foot back. Side plank. Okay, back to your child's pose of your choice. Okay, come on back up. You're going to send those feet out to the side. You're going to meet me in staff pose. So heels to the front corners of the mat. We're sitting up really tall, trying to grow from the top of the head, right? So the spine is nice and long. You're going to lean forward just a little. Now try to tuck in that chin. So you got that double chin going on. Feet are flexed. Take your left hand to the outside of the left leg. Take your right hand, see if you can reach the outside of the left foot. Now here, I want you to create a little tug of war between the foot and you pulling your shoulder back. Just hold that. Now try to rotate the chest to the left side of the room a little more. And then release it. You're back sitting nice and tall again. Double chin, forward lean, right hand outside the right leg, left hand tries to find the outside of the right foot. Get that little tug of war going. See if you can rotate the chest to face the right side. And then come back up. We're going to take the right foot inside the left leg. Now, before we do anything, we're going to talk to our body a little bit here and tell it to let this right knee try to relax a little closer to the floor. That's sort of the message you're sending. Doesn't always listen, but we still need to send it. So once you try to get that going on, Then you're gonna walk it out, both hands framing that left leg. Just slowly walk it out. Your spine is still long. You're just hanging out here. Now, if you can, flex the spine, lower the elbows either down to the floor or close, and let your head relax. Tuck your chin. Okay, bring it back up. Send the right heel back to the corner. Bring the left foot in. Doesn't matter where it comes in, just bring it in. Try to relax this left knee before you start leaning forward. So you want to keep both sit bones equally glued to the floor. So now take the little rotation, take your hands to frame that right leg and start walking out. Now see if you can fold down, relax the elbows, relax the head. Okay, walk it back up. You're gonna face, scoot your butt over to the left side of the mat. Give me 90-90 in both legs. So you got your left hand posted to the outside of that left leg. Now you're gonna take the right hand, bring it behind your hips. So now you got both hands back there. We're gonna slowly lift the right knee up and then put it back down. We're gonna build some range of motion here slowly. So lift. You're supporting the torso, so you're trying to keep your torso from leaning back too much. So use your hands to help you accomplish that. Up and down with the knee. Trying to get nice and flat on the foot. Little bit more range each time if you can. Now with it up, just pick the foot up off the floor and move the leg all the way forward and keep it nice and long with your foot flexed. And then bend it and bring it right back where it was. Nice. And do that again. Lift it, move it, straighten it, push the heel towards the front of the room. So you got a big, excuse me, activation in the quad. Then bring it back, get the foot planted on the ground if you can, and try to see if you can open it a little bit more. And then this is your last one, coming forward and sending it back. Now we're just going to turn and face the back of the room. So you're still scooting to the right. You got 90-90, and now we start picking up the left knee. Both feet should stay flexed. Try to build some range of motion here. And try not to lean back. You want to keep a long spine. Now, the next time you open up the knee, try to pick that foot up, send that leg forward, get it nice and long, foot flexed, and then back. Lifting that knee, and lift it, move it forward, send it back. And last one, and back. And now bring both knees back facing the front. You're going to roll this hip forward. So you're feeling a little bit of a stretch on the inside of that front hip flexor. Let's do the same for the back. Go the other way. Now you're pushing the left hip forward. Come back facing forward. You're going to scoot your back leg forward. We're going to take it down Pilates style, nice and slowly. Use your arms extended if you need help, but you want to tuck that chin, tuck in the belly. Once the head's on the floor, send the arms all the way back, and let's point the toes so you get a nice stretch through your shins. Now here, your hands can be far apart, right? You can change the angle, explore, see what feels good for you. Tuck your chin so your neck is long. Spread your fingers wide and slowly move the arms forward. Try to lower the ribs. Bring the arms down till you feel the pinkies touch the floor. Be flat on your shoulder blades. And then send the hands back in slow motion. Maybe have the angle of the arms a little different than the first time you did it. Now come back forward. Relax the arms to the floor. Bring your knees up and into the chest. Send the legs all the way up to the ceiling. Keep your feet flexed and open the legs. This is a nice little relaxing, gravity helping inner thigh stretch. You can give your feet a little bit of love by circling the ankles. Now let's bring the legs back up. You're going to hold the outsides of the feet and meet me in happy baby. So the heels are pressing up towards the ceiling, facing the ceiling. Keep that lower back on your mat and use your arms without letting the shoulders round forward. Try to let them help you get the knees a little closer to the floor. Okay, release your happy baby. Put your left feet on the floor with your legs bent. You're going to cross your right knee over the left. You're going to not have too much of a bend in the legs. So slide the foot out. Now gently take them down towards the right, not all the way. Send your left arm straight up to the ceiling and straight backwards. So your left chest is pointing directly up to the ceiling. Now we like this stretch because we get to use the right leg to work the left knee a little closer to the floor. Do that double chin for your neck. Change up the angle of the arm, maybe go a little to the side so you feel more in the chest. Okay, bring the arm in, bring the knees up. Get ready for the opposite side, left over right. Take them to the left. Right arm comes up. Right arm goes back. No bending in the right arm. Switch up the angle of the arm. You want to really be reaching that hand away from you. Spread your fingers wide. And then use your left leg to get that right knee a little closer. Okay, you're going to bring the arm in. You're going to bring the knees up. Uncross them. Now I want you to send the right leg down along the floor. Flex the right foot. And then just bring your left knee into you. Give it a nice big hug. Try your best to keep that right calf on the floor. Now you're going to switch, send the left leg down, hug the right knee. And both knees come in, rock and roll yourself all the way up onto your toes. And then we're going to meet in a full forward fold. And you're going to roll it up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Nice, big deep breath. And I thank you so very much for your power and strength. Good job. Good job.
Hello.
Hello.